Seminarian education has always been an important strategic funding area for Catholic Extension. They have provided substantial grant support to the Diocese of Marquette for seminarian education since 1929 to help our diocese and other mission dioceses across the U.S. to build capacity to meet rising costs of seminarian education. Catholic Extension established the Seminarian Endowment Challenge. The challenge offers matching dollars for funds raised towards seminarian education endowment funds.
Contributing to this endowment fund really has the potential to impact our diocese positively both now and in the future. It's an endowment fund, right? So the money that's given won't itself be spent, but the interest will be. So a gift to the endowment fund will provide resources for seminarian education in perpetuity.
Seminary is not inexpensive. It ranks in terms of cost with a private schooling education. So having additional resources for that would be a very important thing.
There's just a lot of things you can't really be sure about in the future, and if you set up an endowment fund that's going to, provide some security and stability for income for future seminarians, and our diocese really needs priests, and can't have priests without seminarians.
It takes a long time to become a priest, to study, to do that, and it takes a lot of work over a large number of years. So any extra support that the diocese can have in funding seminarian education would be extremely helpful just for the formation of future priests in the diocese.
I believe that it's very important to have a seminary endowment fund because vocations are going to be very important to the Diocese of Marquette in the future. We need more priests to serve our parishes, and having money to support those seminarians who want to become priests will only help the diocese.
As long as there are people in the world, Jesus desires to bring his love to those people, and one of the ways that he does that is through priests. And of course, priests don't just grow on trees, they have to be formed in the seminary as seminarians before they're ordained. So by establishing an endowment fund, we are able to essentially fund priests for future generations so that we can continue to pass on the faith and continue to profess love for Jesus to the world to come.
Well, I think the Seminarian Endowment Fund is really going to give us the capacity to pay for seminarian education in a greater way. And we hope to see more seminarians, and one of the blessings of having more seminarians is you have bigger tuition bills. So we really want to be able to pay for the education of as many men as God calls.
Since you've become vocations director, what have you learned about our seminarians?
Each of our men's journeys are different and beautiful in different ways. They're hearing the Lord's call at different stages of their life. Some of them, experienced the Catholic faith from childhood on. Some of them have come to faith as adults. Some of them entered priestly formation and stepped away for a time. So in all of those journeys, it's my job as vocations director really to kind of encourage and support them. And that's an exciting process.